You finish talking, and then nothing. No reply, no nod. Just a small pause. You've probably felt your chest tighten right there. Your brain starts scrambling. Did I say too much? Was that weird? Should I add something? Silence has a way of turning thoughts against you. Here's the part most people miss. That silence isn't empty. It's doing something. It's revealing how the other person handles not being in control. Some people jump in instantly. They interrupt. They reassure. They redirect. Not because they're rude. Because silence makes them uneasy. They feel exposed in quiet moments. Like something bad might happen if no one fills the space fast enough. Most of us were taught that confidence sounds smooth. That it talks fast. That it always has something ready to say. But emotional maturity looks quieter than that. It sounds like breathing, like waiting, like not rushing to patch the moment. It sounds strange, but the pause is where honesty lives. Not performance, not cleverness, just presence. When someone stays silent after you speak, they're either processing or panicking. The difference matters more than the words that come next. People uncomfortable with silence feel time stretching. They rush because waiting feels like losing ground. Grounded people don't feel chased by quiet. They trust the moment won't collapse if they don't rush in. You can hear it if you listen closely. Some responses are answers. Others are just noise trying to cover discomfort. The nod before the reply. The breath before the words. Those tiny details tell you someone is actually with you. Interrupting isn't always dominance. Sometimes it's fear. Fear of missing control. Fear of sitting with uncertainty. People who trust themselves don't chase moments. They allow them. Silence doesn't threaten their place in the conversation. They're not waiting for their turn. They're letting your words land before deciding what comes next. That shared quiet, that's where you feel seen, or rushed, or gently held, without anyone saying a thing. Pay attention to the pause. It's often more honest than the sentence that follows. Some people don't hear silence as neutral. Their body hears danger, like something needs fixing before it turns into rejection. You can see it in the throat, the half-started sentence, the urge to jump in before the moment slips away. They're not trying to dominate. They're trying to survive the space. Quiet feels like being left alone with judgment. Often, this starts early, when silence used to mean trouble, or disappointment, or having to guess what went wrong. So the habit forms. Read faces fast. Speak faster. Control the moment before it controls you. It can look like confidence, smooth words, quick replies. But inside, it's tension pretending to be ease. You've probably felt this yourself. Smiling, talking, while your shoulders stay tight the whole time. The calmer person isn't braver. They're safer inside their own body. That's the real difference. They trust that silence won't erase them, that being quiet won't make them invisible. When someone rushes to explain, reassure, or soften everything, it's often about control, not connection. Control feels safer than curiosity, because curiosity requires waiting, and waiting feels exposed. Emotionally mature people let thoughts arrive. They don't drag them out early just to feel secure. That slow nod after you speak? That's someone checking in with your words, not preparing their escape. It takes regulation to stay quiet, to notice the urge to speak, and not obey it immediately. Watch the shoulders. When silence hits, do they rise or fall? The body tells the truth first. Allowing space is a form of respect. It says, "Your words don't scare me." This is where listening shifts. From waiting to talk, to actually letting something change inside you. Silence isn't absence. It's capacity, the ability to stay without grabbing control back. There's a subtle difference most people miss. Some people listen so they can reply. Others listen so they can understand. You can feel it when someone is rehearsing instead of receiving. Their eyes stay on you, but their mind has already left. They nod at the right moments. Say, yeah. Say, right. But nothing is actually landing inside them. Listening to understand looks slower. The words arrive, pause, and settle before anything comes back out. They let your sentence finish its full shape. They don't grab it halfway just to move things along. Interruptions often come from impatience with not knowing yet, from wanting clarity before it's ready. Emotionally mature people can sit with not knowing. They don't rush to resolve the feeling immediately. You'll notice it in the body. Understanding leans in. Waiting to talk subtly leans away. Even blinking changes. Slower, less frantic. Like the system has time again. Holding space isn't passive. It's an active choice not to steal the moment back. Some people hear pain and rush to fix it. Advice comes fast, reassurance comes faster. Others stay. They don't repair you. They let you finish being heard first. That breath before responding? That's respect. It says, I'm letting your words change me. Responses from understanding are usually simpler. Fewer words, less defense, more weight. Sometimes they even stop themselves, realize they misunderstood, and ask again. Curiosity feels different from control. It's softer, less urgent, more human. No performance, no filler sounds, just attention that doesn't demand anything back. That quiet after understanding lands feels full, like nothing needs to be added. Emotionally mature people don't use silence to impress. They use it because nothing feels urgent inside them. Their body isn't bracing, no clenching, no rehearsing, just being where they are. They let your sentence end naturally. No cutting in, no racing ahead. They trust the ending will arrive. That pause isn't strategy. It's digestion. They're checking what actually landed before answering. They're not just hearing words. They're noticing tone, weight, what might be underneath. When they speak, it's slower. Fewer words, not because they're careful, because they're clear. And after they answer, they let silence come back. They don't rush to soften it. Awkwardness doesn't scare them. They don't rush to smooth it over just to feel liked. They understand something quiet. Comfort doesn't come from constant motion. It comes from steadiness. Sometimes, the most respectful thing they do is nothing. They don't change themselves based on every reaction in the room. They stay rooted. They listen for emotional truth, not just conversational cues. They give you time to find your words. No pressure, no rescue. Silence becomes companionship instead of distance. They speak when there's something honest to say, not just something available. Notice this. Their body doesn't shift much after they talk. No regret spiral. Being around them feels settling, like your nervous system can finally slow down. That's what mature silence does. It creates safety without saying a word. In relationships, silence gets louder, especially early on. It quietly answers a question no one asks out loud. When you share something real, you feel it immediately. Do they stay with you or rush to move past it? Some people joke the moment things get still. Humor becomes armor, not connection. Others let the moment breathe. They don't make it lighter just to escape the weight. Discomfort with silence often turns into distraction. Phones, topics, anything to avoid being present. Presence is rare, and you feel it when someone doesn't abandon the moment. Fast reassurance can feel kind, But sometimes it's about soothing themselves, not you. Real support often sounds like nothing. Just staying, not fixing, not reframing. Comfortable silence is intimacy. It means no one is performing to stay connected. When someone tells the truth and then relaxes, they're not waiting to be saved from it. Contrast that with the person who watches your face closely. They're checking if they're still safe. The need to adjust constantly is a sign. Silence exposes how secure someone feels being seen. Even disagreement has a sound. Mature people don't rush to erase it. Quick agreement can be avoidance, a way to keep the peace by disappearing. When silence doesn't threaten the bond, trust is already there. Notice who stays after the words run out. That's often who feels safest with you. Silence in relationships isn't a test. It's a mirror, and it reflects how much pressure there is to perform. Just to be close. You don't need to analyze everyone's silence. Just notice how your body feels inside it. Around the right people, your shoulders drop. Your breath slows without permission. That's your nervous system recognizing safety before your mind catches up. If silence makes you perform, explain, or soften yourself, that's information, not a judgment. Just data your body has been collecting longer than words. Some people need noise to feel close. Others need space. Choosing not to fill silence is a form of self-respect. It says, I don't disappear when nothing is happening. It also says, I trust moments to land without rescuing them. That's what emotional maturity feels like. Not impressive, just steady. Silence isn't awkward by default. It only feels that way when someone is rushing away from themselves. People who can stay quiet have usually made peace with their inner noise. They're not waiting to be approved. They're present. And when they listen, you feel it, because you're not being managed. Some conversations end with words. Others end with understanding. The calm ones don't rush the ending. They trust what's already been said. If you've ever felt relief when someone didn't interrupt you, that matters. Your body remembers who lets you exist without editing yourself. Connection doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it just feels settled. And the more you honor silence, the less you chase proof of belonging. Silence after you speak is never empty. It's full of truth. The question isn't what they say next. It's how safe it feels while they don't. That feeling is worth listening to.